Good morning, friends. Welcome to Going on Daily Live. Sorry, my microphone is so high today. I'm Becky. I'm here with Mr. Ron for a show that we almost never do together anymore.
I know, huh? Go figure.
Go
But
figure.
it's great. It's great. I'm glad we are.
Yeah, it is great. But if you're not going to be in the comments, then other people better be in the comments today.
Absolutely. I
Just
want to see
saying.
Danny out there. I want to see
Who's
Jake
Danny?
out there. Everybody.
Jake, who's that?
He's been watching, sporadically,
Hmm,
a few of our shows.
very cool.
And
Well, I
he's
hope
been
to see him
posting.
today.
He's been reposting it too
Wow,
on Twitter.
very cool. Well, Jake, where you at, buddy? Hope you're
Yeah.
here. We got a good show today. It's mostly just me lecturing everybody and you talking about Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So,
I'm gonna ruin people's day for sure. This
oh
is this is gonna
no,
be ugly. It's gonna be ugly.
great. It's supposed to be a show about thankfulness, and here you are
Yeah,
ruining
I
it.
know, and I'm bringing horribleness.
Oh my gosh,
Um, yeah,
let's hear it.
tragedies of Thanksgiving.
That looks like a gun and a state mixed
No,
together.
it's not a gun. It's kind of looks weird. It's a tornado.
Oh, out of a state. Great.
Yeah, it does look like a gun though. Now that I think about it,
I'm like,
probably
geez,
shouldn't
it's
have put
getting
that.
real dark, like a Thanksgiving Day massacre.
Well, I wanted to use this graphic and make it the whole length because it would fit nicely in the corner, but then
Yeah,
it would have gone right down the middle of your face, and
I
I
could
didn't
have
want to do that.
I could have turned over here or something.
Yeah, but and then we have the Cat in the Hat,
Is that what
and I
that is?
can't wait to talk about this one. But that's
Okay,
besides the point.
let's hear it. Ruin my
Um,
morning.
all right, so let's start the day with some horrible stuff.
Yes,
Tragic
let's.
history of Thanksgiving, right? I mean, who would have thought?
Mhm,
1637, though.
mhm.
There was or the Pico.
Okay.
The Native Americans, the Pico tribe massacre.
Hmm.
Governor John Winthrop of the Massachusetts Bay Colony declared a day of Thanksgiving to celebrate the brutal victory when the colonial soldiers killed hundreds of men,
Hmm.
women, and children of the
Oh,
Pico
good.
tribe.
Great.
They just went in, just obliterated
Just
them.
massacred them in classic. Wait, who did it? Was it the Americans?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it was the colonial soldiers of Massachusetts.
Oh, Massachusetts. Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, the US doesn't have a great history.
No, no,
Like, not the best. So,
no. So that happened on Thanksgiving in 1637. I don't think it was officially Thanksgiving then,
right.
but it happened on that day.
Great.
That was it. That was the one. That's probably how Thanksgiving really started.
They're like, ooh, we feel really bad. Let's be thankful and break bread with these guys.
Yeah. I didn't want to put all the other things that, the country was gloating over, all the
Yeah.
it's now the third Thursday or whatever it may be.
Right.
I wasn't
Yes.
going there. I was going tragedies. 1900. Oh, that's this one right here. These idiots.
Mhm.
Those idiots right there on that rooftop. The roof of the San Francisco and Pacific Glass Works building collapsed during a football game. 23 people died and over 100 injuries because these idiots, and you can see the larger picture down there
Mhm.
in the corner, they were on top of the roof watching the game for free.
Oh, of course they were. And it
And there
collapsed,
were so many people on the roof collapsed.
as it would.
And then they landed all in the glass and all that stuff that they make
And they all
there.
died.
And,
Jeez.
23 people died, and
Brutal.
rightfully so. It's thinning
Yeah.
the herd.
This is called natural
Thinning the herd.
selection, friends.
It's like, who's the genius? I get, okay, so here we go. I'm the owner of the glass company. I'm going to go
Right.
sit on top of my roof and watch the game.
Mm-hmm.
And then invite people up there, and then more people, and then more people. Like, there are over 100 injuries to go along with the 323 deaths. So there had to be like 150 people.
Oh my gosh. That's brutal.
When do you think that's okay?
Yeah, no, it's not. They could have paid their 6 cents to go in and watch the game.
Right? Right? It was
Terrible.
2 college things. Now get this. This is the great one. The San Francisco Chronicle
Mhm.
covered the game, and they said this was the closest and most exciting game football ever played.
Until this
Meanwhile,
stole
there's
their thunder.
23 dead and 100 injuries.
Brutal. Wow.
Idiots.
Yeah, not the best.
Oh my god, that's so bad.
That is
so
bad.
bad. That's terrible reporting.
Yeah, that is terrible. Well,
Like, I get reporting the game.
Yeah.
reporting the game.
Yeah.
But you have to cover that. You have to.
You're heartless if you don't, that's for sure.
Absolutely. All right, 1963. 6 days before Thanksgiving, JFK was assassinated.
Yeah, right. November 22nd?
Yes. This was 3 days after he pardoned a turkey.
Yeah, I only know the date, not from my own history, because we don't learn that kind of stuff here. But my mom's birthday is November 19th, 1963. So she always talks about, not that she remembers, but that was, something that they talked about a lot as a child because it was right after her birth, right after she was born.
It was televised too.
Yeah. I'm a conspiracy theorist, so there's a lot circling the JFK assassination.
Yeah, see, I have my own theory.
Yeah.
And I think my theory is the right theory.
Oh, I'd love to hear it sometime.
My theory is that it was Joe DiMaggio.
Oh, was he banging his wife?
Pulling the trigger, him hiring somebody. Because his girl was Marilyn Monroe, who was sleeping with the president out in the open, mind you. Like, they weren't really hiding it. And, what's the number one reason for killing somebody?
Affairs. Infidelity. Yeah.
Infidelity, women, right? That's the number one reason. I think. And the fact that Joe DiMaggio had mob ties.
That's fair. Now, there's also, and I know this is not a JFK episode, but there's a lot of different documentaries out there where it's showing like the trajectory of the bullet, the way it hit him and the way he died. It could not have been what was his name?
I can't even think of his name.
That Abraham Lincoln? No, I can't remember. Anyway, it couldn't have been him.
Oswald.
It was him. Okay.
Was it? Wait. Was Lee Harvey Oswald
Abraham Lincoln, or was it
Abraham Lincoln? That's not the same guy. It's somebody else.
It's another 3-person name. We need to know. We need to look this up. JFK assassination.
Somebody let us know.
We need
Spectacular!
To know.
You're here. Look it up for us.
Yeah, we are. Lee Harvey Oswald.
Oh, it is.
So who did Abraham Lincoln?
Who killed Lincoln? Booth.
And the other one I get. Oh, John.
Yeah, Wilkes it was Booth. John Wilkes Booth. I was thinking Powers Booth, but that's an actor.
Oh, okay. The other one I always get it mixed up is these 3 name guys is the John Lennon one as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah, get them all. You get all those killers.
Why do you have 3 names? If you go by 3 names in life, you might be a serial killer.
Saying. Oh yeah, that's right. Ooh,
if I started going by Rebecca Bethany, serial killer.
I don't have a middle name.
Pardon?
I don't have a middle name.
Why not?
I don't know. And I'm glad too, because my mom was thinking of putting Reginald as my middle name. Then I would have been RRR, and that would have been just awful.
Ronald Reginald Rigo. That is royal. Awful. That is prestige.
Yeah, no, that would have been awful.
Nobility. I like it.
Everybody would have been. Urgh!
That's true. Yeah, you're right.
I would have had to have been a pirate.
Okay, well then it's a good thing, I guess.
All right. So, I chose these for reasons. So that way we would have conversations about them. That's why I chose some of these, right?
Yeah, nothing like some murder on Thanksgiving.
Of course. Of course. I was going to save this for Thanksgiving Day if I did a show.
But we're not having a show on Thanksgiving Day.
No, we're not. Ron's
It's
taking
a
a day
national
off.
holiday. Yeah, you should take a day
Ron's
off.
taking a day
It's a
off.
holiday. You might as well.
My first day off of the entire year for the last 5 years.
Well, you go and appreciate it then.
All right. So 1992, the tornado outbreak. 95 tornadoes across the Gulf Coast broke out in a 3-day period on November 21st through the 23rd. 26 fatalities, 641 injured, and $300 million worth of damage in 1992.
Wow. That's crazy.
3 days. It was just over and over. And I remember, watching the news about this. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was
92,
absolutely
right?
insane down there.
I got to look into that. I was still a little young then. I gauge it in terms of, did I live in Alberta? Because then I was kind of old enough to remember stuff. If I lived in Ontario, I probably didn't. So I was still in Ontario then. So I don't really even remember hearing it, but we love tornadoes.
Crazy time.
Yeah, sounds like it. I
and-
mean, one tornado was devastating. You had 95 blow through.
Right. I mean, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, all that whole Gulf Coast, Texas, Florida, they all experienced it. It was a 41-hour period with 95 tornadoes.
You just live in your basement for that long and hope for the best?
I could not.
Wow.
I'm glad that I've lived in New England. I know. We had a tornado that hit in Ocean Grove, like less than a mile away from me, when I lived in Somerset. And, it wasn't a major tornado. It was like, it happened in the water. So it was like a water spout, which is basically a tornado in the water. And it just fizzled out. And then a couple of years back when I was living in Cumberland up north, storm rolled through and we had a tornado a block away from my house. That was a little scary, let me tell you. Because you could hear it.
Was that, didn't you have
you
one?
could hear it.
Didn't you have one last year too? Or was that just a really good storm? Because remember your internet went out and you had to go to a cafe.
Oh, yeah. No, it was just a really good one. It was a good storm.
Okay.
But the one in Cumberland, man, you could hear that thing. And we had the tornado warning, and it was there. And we were all in the basement.
Crazy. I mean, we get them here. Not to the same extent because we don't have the same heat.
Do they call it a snowdo?
No, they don't happen in the winter. But I know in Edmonton, there was a huge one in 1987 before I moved here. I was barely even alive. It was massive and it killed I actually don't even know how many people it killed, but it was like an F4, F5, and it just wiped out the city.
Yeah.
Completely wiped it out. So,
yeah, I mean, along the Connecticut and Rhode Island northern border with Massachusetts, it seems like those major storms go right through that area, and they frequently get, like a tornado, couple of tornadoes a year. But that's a little north of where I was, and then it came down to Cumberland. That was too close for comfort, let me tell you.
Oh, I bet.
Too close for comfort.
Yeah, this Edmonton one, they actually call it Black Friday. I've never heard of Black Friday as far as like Thanksgiving Day shopping until because we always just call Black Friday the Edmonton tornado. And I'm just reading it was almost a mile wide.
It's craziness. And
that's crazy.
It's happening more and more.
Yes, it is.
More and more. All right. This is a good one though. This is not funny, but it's funny.
Not funny, but funny.
1997, The Cat in the Hat. And let me tell you, I did some miracle editing with this stuff.
How is that The Cat in the Hat?
Well,
Where's this
because
from?
the Cat in the Hat was laying down on top of people.
Okay, all right.
So I kind of turned it upright, and because it looked really bad in the original photo, let me tell you.
Okay, good to know.
People scattering everywhere. It was on top of people. It was crazy. So in 1997, the Cat in the Hat at Macy's parade hit a light pole, and the 100-pound cat came crashing into the crowd. 4 were injured, including Kathleen Corona, who was in a coma for several weeks.
Corona coma for several weeks.
Yeah.
Wow. What hit her? What would have caused her to have a coma?
Because the thing weighed 100 pounds and it came crashing down on top of her?
Yeah, I guess. Jeez.
Boom. But wait, there's more. Same year, Barney was publicly executed when the balloon was uncontrollable and police had to tackle it. A big balloon. They had to tackle this sucker, and they started stabbing it with knives, right? The crowd was cheering, except for the kids. They were all crying. All the little kids, they were all crying, thinking that these police officers just murdered Barney in the
What
street.
year was this?
Same year, 1997.
I need to know. I need to see more.
This must have been a horrible parade. Because, wait, there's more.
No, there's more. Oh, great.
Pink Panther was punctured by yet another streetlight.
No.
And nearly suffocated the balloon handler. One of the balloon handlers got caught underneath, and he almost suffocated from it because it's rubber.
Oh, yeah.
And if it goes down on top of you and it surrounds you, you don't have air.
Oh, jeez.
So police had to rescue him. Oh, my God. That's just crazy.
Is this all from the same parade?
It's the same parade. All 3 incidents, same parade.
Jeez.
It's crazy. Now, there were some others at Macy's. 1993, Sonic hit a light pole. You know, when you start hitting light poles, you might think, maybe we need to keep them away from that.
Let's change our path, or let's make them smaller.
Speculation.
Yeah.
Or why not put bubble wrap around the light pole?
Yeah, you would think.
I mean, it's a major obstacle. Now, the Sonic happened in 1993, so you would have thought that they would have taken precautions
over the next
before
4 years.
1997.
Prepared, yes.
So the Sonic hit and fell and hit a police officer and a child and injured them. They were okay, though.
Okay. Well, as long as no one's dying.
In 1932, at the Macy's parade, they used to release the balloons.
Oh, what? Into the atmosphere?
Into the atmosphere until they came down, then they'd go and collect them.
Perfect.
Well, they released Tomcat, and it went up into the air, and it caught onto an airplane and almost killed the pilot.
Stop.
So they stopped releasing them into the air after that.
You don't say. That is something.
And in 1927, Felix the Cat, the first balloon ever, it also had its problems, we'll just say that. It drifted into electrical wires and burst into flames.
Oh my gosh.
How did they still have balloons after that one? That's the first one.
Yeah, literally. That's what I want to know.
That's the first one.
Now, do you guys still do Macy's Day floats and stuff? That's like still a thing?
We still do it. They still do it.
Oh, okay.
They have training now for those handlers. They
Yeah.
get sent off to balloon handler school, I guess.
Ah,
I
interesting.
mean, what would they just do? Just have it? Oh yeah, hey kid, you want to hold the balloon?
Yeah, literally. Oh, here. Oh, it weighs 100 pounds. Plus, you have all of the wind behind it.
Yeah. I wonder.
Well,
Was there any stories of like people floating away?
yeah, you would think.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't doubt it.
Oh, yeah.
it.
Do they like
That's why I
attach them
said,
to cars or
you know,
something now?
that part is funny, but it's not funny.
No.
So they still do all of this. They have, I mean, I would think that they would have like a flatbed truck and it gets tied up onto that, right?
You would
I would think they would do this.
Don't
It's
they?
not going to float away. And then you have the people there just in case.
Right.
Kind of like move it, make sure it doesn't drift off,
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that doesn't seem like it's too hard.
You
Instead
would
of having
think,
these
yeah.
people carrying it. Oh, look at me.
That's wild. That'd be cool though to see the Macy's Day Parade. I mean, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, you don't know if you're going to live through it, though.
Yeah, that's fair. When is that, the Macy's Day Parade?
Thanksgiving.
Oh, it's like on Thanksgiving Day.
It's on Thanksgiving.
That's
in the
fun.
mornings.
What a nice
I think it
kickoff.
starts at like 10 o'clock or something like that.
Okay, so maybe I can watch it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's on TV every year.
That sounds pretty cool.
I don't know whether Canada wants it on the air, but... But it is. Santa Claus makes his first appearance every year.
Very cool. I don't know much about this. We don't do stuff in Canada.
Yeah. I wish some of these things would have happened when I was watching, so that way I could see it happening. But they don't show it.
No, they don't. Of course
they don't show that stuff.
No. Why would they?
You hope. That's why, every once in a while, if I'm flipping channels and I see golf, I'll stop just to see if there's like a storm happening.
Yeah.
And maybe one of the golfers gets electrocuted or something like that.
Wrong. Twisted.
I mean, they got a club. When the first lightning strikes, that's when they stop it. They don't stop it unless one's
already struck. That's right. Yeah.
But if it starts and the first strike is with, at a golfer,
collateral damage, Ron.
Yeah.
Twisted.
So that's that.
All right. Well, way to start our morning off on a real positive note today.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, boy. Okay, well, if you're watching Ron bring down the entire mood, you're probably on Kick, YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, or X. You can watch us at the first three right under me here at Rhode Island Broadcasting. That's Kick, YouTube, and Rumble. You can watch us in the middle there at Twitch at RI_broadcasting, and of course at X under Ron at Broadcasting RI. Like, subscribe, share, turn on the bell, whatever it is there. Just watch us live. 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Mountain Time. If you can't be with us at that time, you can listen to us after the fact on Spotify, Red Circle, TuneIn, and iHeartRadio at RI Broadcasting. You can, of course, follow us on all of our social medias, MeWe, TikTok, LinkedIn, Parler, Space, Hey, Gab, Blue Sky at RI Broadcasting, and, of course, our Patreon at RI Broadcasting, where you can get yourself some merch, some swag. Yes, get yourself a mug. Who doesn't love a morning mug? Keep the show going. And of course on X/Twitter at Broadcasting RI, which seems to be the place where we get a lot of our live viewers is Twitter.
Yeah.
Crazy. We should have gone there
pretty
years
well.
ago. Yeah. Of course, we have Facebook. If you don't have any of these other obscure social medias, we have Facebook at Going On Daily Morning Show. So definitely follow us there. We do want to be able to go live there again. We need X amount of followers. So please go ahead, like us there. And you can also support the show under Ron over there is RhodeIslandBroadcasting.net. Now, you can also vote for the Hall of Fame over there. Well, you can also donate $10 million. That's important.
Absolutely.
But you can also, Mark. You can also vote for the Hall of Fame. So this month is coming to a close. We've got Philip Seymour Hoffman, Sean Penn, Robin Williams, Gene Hackman, and Tom Hanks, with Robin Williams in the lead. So definitely,
quite a lot.
Yeah, obviously.
It's got like a 7-vote lead.
Yeah, it's obvious. Robin Williams is legendary, right?
It's great.
So, I mean, 3 of these guys are dead.
I did the top 5 favorite TV actors turned movie stars.
Yeah.
And he was, I believe, number 3.
Yeah. Okay.
I like 18 movies by Robin Williams.
That's significant.
There's a lot of movies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so no joke. He's a big time movie star.
He was a very talented actor. It's crazy to think that's 11 years already. Like, it just seems like yesterday.
I know.
Wild. And the way he went out.
Still hurts too.
Well, yeah, because it's not like he died of old age or sickness. Like, he offed himself. So, anyway, we've had enough tragedy for one day. So let's not talk about that. So anyways, go vote for your favorite there on RhodeIslandBroadcasting.net.
Or even in the comments. Put it in the comments too. I count them.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, do that. All right. Are you ready to get your lecture on, Ron?
Absolutely. I was waiting for this last week because I was a little scared, basically. It could be something I reconsider.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, I just came across this article and I thought, yeah, it kind of makes sense. I had actually learned this in school as well, but it is such a common procedure that no one thinks twice. So,
I mean, look at this guy. I mean, he's like digging in there.
He's in there, especially when you find out what the procedure is. You'll be like, oh, it's a colonoscopy.
Wait, what? No, just the check?
Yeah.
Just a checkup.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Not just a finger up there, like a tube. You're asleep and there's a camera. So, according to this author, there's a reason why he will never get a colonoscopy. They call it just a checkup, as you said. They say it saves lives. But what if we told you that it was one of the biggest medical scams of our time? This is the truth that nobody talks about. First off, there's some history. Colonoscopy was invented in the 1960s using a repurposed military bomb inspection camera. Naturally, you would put that up there.
Oh, come on.
And that's not a metaphor. The tech came straight out of military surveillance, and industrial engineering jammed up the intestines in the name of health with a military-grade inspection camera. So I like, whose idea was it? Like, hey, let's put a camera up there. Perfect. I've got one out back.
My doctor has been telling me I need to get one.
And they all do. They all, and don't get me wrong, like, it's the same as how I feel about mammograms. I hate them. I think they're full of radiation. I think they cause cancer, and yet they use them nonstop for breast cancer. So are they good or are they not? I don't know. So the modern colonoscopy didn't exist until the 1960s, like I was saying, invented by Dr. William Wolfe and Dr. Hiromi Shinya, working together at New York City's Beth Israel Medical Center using a primitive fiber optic tube. Interesting. It just goes into a little bit more history about the hospital. Beth Israel is Hebrew for the House of Israel. The hospital was incorporated as Beth Israel Hospital on May 28th, 1980 by a group of 40 Orthodox Jews. I don't know what that has to do with the story, but some people have their real hate on for Jewish people, so I don't know. The first major trials of colonoscopies were a joke. They skipped long-term data. They assumed any growth removed equaled cancer prevented. Now, I will say, my husband had his colon removed in 2018. They left him with just 12 inches of 4 or 5 feet because he had growths constantly, polyps. He had over 100 polyps. They took out the colonoscopy or the colon. But it was because of like 10 routine colonoscopies that they did that. But there's actually zero proof that removing the growths prevent cancer. It was 100% an assumption. But of course, this is very profitable. Most people trust medical tests, of course. Even more than medical treatments, I would say. Your doctor says, oh, we did a test, it says this, you believe them, right? But here's the problem with that. The more we test, the more we diagnose. The more we diagnose, the more we treat. The more we treat, the more they profit, and the sicker everybody gets. And that's where the colonoscopies come in as the golden goose treatment. Here's what they don't tell you. You get perforations in your bowels. Your bowel wall is like so thin, the thinnest. So a big plastic tube being shoved up there, the chances of you perforating your bowel are pretty huge. You get bleeding, you get infections. It can dislodge cells, trigger a bad reaction, cause toxins to be released that help spread them. You, of course, have anesthetic risks. 1 in 1,250 end in a death. I'm sorry, what? In a death?
Wait, how many in what?
1 in 1,250 colonoscopies end in death. I had no idea. That's wild.
Well, guess what I won't be getting?
Right. Well, just to add
I'm not with those odds because
that's pretty low.
I do not have cancer in my family's history.
Well, me neither, Ron,
and I'll roll the dice because I'm already 59. I'm living on borrowed time as it is.
I'm 59. Come on, get out of here.
So, therefore, I'll take my chances. What is it going to do? Cut my life down 5 months if I get cancer 10 years from now?
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, what is it going to do?
Yeah, well, I mean, realistically, like a lot of these cancer screens are hard on the body. Like a CT, I go every 6 months now. You know how much risk it puts you at cancer because you have a CT scan? And I'm going every 6 months. Like the biopsy alone, poking the cancer cells and just having it spread everywhere.
Oh,
guys, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Cancer
No,
diagnosis.
I'm definitely not doing it now. Now, 1 in 1,250? That is not good odds in my book.
Yeah.
Because think about how many are done every day.
Yeah. And you don't hear about the death part. But wait, there's more. Here are other complications.
Oh, there's more. Oh.
Hemorrhaging. That'd be fun, having that go crazy out of your bum. Sedation accidents, false positives, misdiagnosis, overtreatment, post-traumatic stress from the treatment itself. They call it routine. But should they? Is that responsible? In the US, people are told to get colonoscopies starting at age 45 every 10 years. But many are pressured to start earlier, go more often, and just check everything. Why? Because the average US colonoscopy costs $3,000 to $5,000 a piece. Multiply that by tens of millions of patients. That is insane. In 2022, a European study with over 84,000 participants found that colonoscopies actually had no significant impact on colon cancer death rates. Even people who did everything right, it didn't save lives. It just made billions. That's it. So, yeah, here's the other thing that you don't talk about. The laxative that you take, it's called Colite. It's a liquid. It's glycol. It's literally glycol.
They make you take a laxative?
Yeah, because they don't want to go in there with excess waste in there. It's got to be empty.
I suppose, yeah, I guess that would make sense.
It's literally a jug. It's like a gallon. Do you guys have gallons? Of liquid, and you drink it. It tastes like, I don't know, bubble gum. It's disgusting. And it is violent that it comes out because it's literally glycol. It is meant to keep pipes from freezing. Glycol. That's what you're putting in your body. Forced diarrhea. So like it's aggressive. It is not just like a little bit of no, it's a forced aggressive diarrhea.
Why are people putting themselves through this?
Yeah. You know,
because they're being told to.
Well, yeah. Just the tube alone in your gut sounds like a hot mess.
Yeah, no, it's a hard pass for me.
Yeah.
Hard pass.
Yeah. I mean, obviously it's coming out on the guise of catching cancer early, colon cancer early. but are they even like looking into your diet, your lifestyle, your environment, your toxins in the food? I seem to recall that America and Canada have some of the worst food in the entire world.
I've been doing stories on the food for a couple of years now. So
So I know. This is what gets me about the medical system is when they're like, you need to go on a statin because your cholesterol is high. Hey, is your cholesterol high? Or maybe you just don't break down fats and proteins and food very well because your food is literally full of poison.
yeah.
Here's an idea.
Yeah,
Maybe
and
stop
that's a
spraying
big
poison on
problem.
everything. Yeah.
I think that has to be the first thing that
Mhm.
people tackle is the laws on food. The
Mhm.
Food and Drug
Totally.
Administration are killing people.
For sure. I know. It's awful. Like when you think about how animals are treated just to slaughter them and feed them to us, like you don't think that goes into the meat? Come on, people. And I hate to say it, like America has some of the worst, if not the worst, quality product in the entire world. Like they go off about
Oh,
like how
absolutely.
great
I
the
agree with that.
farming is and everything, but it's not. Like
All those dyes and stuff.
dyes, hormones, antibiotics, synthetics, preservatives, everything. Like Canada does have a few of them banned, but even still, compared to like Europe, South America, places like that, our food is disgusting. I get a lot of clients that come in from the Europe and they go, "Your food is so bad here." I'm like, "Trust me, I know." So yeah, it's bad. So anyway, that's just something I thought that I would
It's
just
like,
share with everybody.
it's the whole banana theory to me.
Yeah.
It's like you get some bananas, all right?
Mhm.
We know they don't last long.
Yeah.
So you eat them. Like I only get 3 bananas.
Yeah.
So then I eat them, for the one each day for the next 3 days, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Why can't it be like with just the bread alone?
Hmm.
I had bread that I just threw away today that it was in my fridge for a month and it was still looked good to eat and I'm not eating it.
Yeah. When my girls were young, and I've probably told this story here, when my girls were young, I had au pairs come from Europe to watch them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the two of them from France were real thin when they got here. And within a month, both had put on 10 or 15 pounds. And I
It's
remember the
bad.
one saying, I don't understand. That's what they said, I've taken 5 kilo. And I was like, well, our food is bad. And they were like, I don't understand. I said, you're eating a loaf of bread with Nutella every day. And they said, well, I do that at home. I'm like, yeah, but you go buy your bread from the bakery fresh that morning. By the end of the night, it's rock hard. You can't eat it anymore. If you have any left over, you toss it.
Right.
I'm like, guess
Yeah.
what our bread does? So one of the girls and I left it as an experiment on the counter for like 3 weeks. It was
See,
still,
this
I mean, it's
is
dry, but it was still there.
you take that bread for instance, okay?
Mhm.
So I like a nice Italian bread.
Of course.
So you go to the bakery, you get the Italian bread, you make a sub with it, and if you have family members, you end up using the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
But if not, you have excess. So, like, it's just me. So I make my sub. Then the next day, I will use it and toast it and put some peanut butter, slap some peanut butter
Mhm.
on that sucker, and then I have it for instead of like toast or English muffins.
Right.
So you
Exactly.
use it because it's hard and you can't like chew on it. So you
Yeah.
toast it and you make
Yeah,
toast
of
out of
course.
it,
Yeah, that's what
basically.
they told me. If you have any left over for the next day, they make French toast or like
Yeah,
croutons.
yeah.
So yeah,
Croutons are perfect for that. That's great.
exactly. Yeah, if you've got a crusty
Use it
loaf and
in
it's gone
other
hard.
ways.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what's happening with our food, and then
Oh,
some,
brutal,
right?
brutal.
Even people who are celiac or gluten intolerant can usually handle it when they travel to Italy, like pizza, for
Because
example, or
it's not
bread.
like it is here.
Exactly. So, I mean, the system is broken. It might not even be your colon's the problem. You might not even be the problem. It's the system that's broken. So, here's what you do:
Absolutely, I agree.
fix your gut. Gut is job one, people. If ever you want to do anything, any sort of detox, any protocol, fix your gut first. Your gut is bad. Eat real food, follow an environmental based natural diet. So, I mean, if it comes from a package, like eat whole foods. I'm not saying like don't live because that's tough too, right? We love Cheetos, right? We love, but eat
That's
more.
the truth right there.
Eat more whole foods. Now this
You
guy,
know, it's like I used to get, and I'm gonna pick on Walmart because why
okay.
not? I've already eliminated Facebook, so maybe I'll lose Walmart, right? I used to get the Walmart brand Cheetos,
Oh yeah,
like the cheese puffs,
yeah.
right? Not the hard ones, but the softer ones.
Hmm.
And I remember one day it was at the end of the bag, and I put my hand in there to get like the last couple, and it was wet. And I pull it out, and then I
Yeah,
look in the bag, and there was just a puddle of grease in
grease.
the bag.
That makes me want to throw up.
I have never bought them again.
Yeah, that sounds pretty awful, actually.
I felt so sick from that,
Yeah,
just
because I
knowing that it was
do.
there, and I'm
I
like,
think about it.
that's disgusting.
Yeah, pretty gross.
So heed my warning. If you're a Walmart shopper, do not buy their brand of cheese puffs. Period.
Like in
Period.
general, like
Period.
you probably shouldn't buy any brand of cheese
No, you
puffs.
shouldn't.
But again, you have to live a little bit.
But what I do now, if I do get a snack food, I bought baggies and I start bagging up like
Oh yeah,
a portion, and I do it
yeah,
the whole bag, so that way, you know, I just have it at least properly portioned.
that's a good idea.
So
Yeah, why not?
yeah.
Here, let's
And
hashtag colonoscopy there.
then I noticed that the bags really didn't seal very well,
Mm,
and I had to throw half of them away because they were all stale.
gross.
So I was like, ah, can't win.
I hate the puffy Cheetos. I like the crunchy ones, but those puffy ones, ugh, yuck. And your fingers are just orange after, and you stink
Oh,
like
see,
cheese. Ugh.
I saw it on TV. People use
Chopsticks.
chopsticks
Yeah, my kid does
and the
that too.
paper towels and Cheetos. I
Yeah,
forget
my
what
kid
show
always
I
does
saw
that.
it on, but I have the chopsticks now. So I don't have
Perfect.
to worry about that.
Oh, that's funny. Anyways, that's enough of my lecture for today. Until my next topic, of course. But why don't you take us into what you were thankful for? This is nice.
Yeah, I was expecting to go on, like Wednesday, and so it would be the last show.
Yeah.
But Sharon can't talk.
Oh yeah, I read
Kenny's
that.
working all day.
Kenny.
And JJ is probably extremely busy she doesn't even know that I asked, you
Yeah, no,
know,
she didn't see it.
he hasn't seen it yet. So I
That's
was like,
okay.
all right, well, I got to do it. I got to do the show, so I might as well do it today.
You might as well.
And because you're hosting, that means I'm not even the last segment. So, so,
Okay.
so after I do this, we still have another segment. It's kind of weird, but that's okay. So I just wanted to thank people that have been there, right?
Mhm.
Everybody needs people to be there for them, whether
Wait,
it's whatever.
you have to change this guy below.
Oh, see,
I'm
I'm
thankful
so
for
into
my
this.
invasive procedures. There we go.
And at the top of the list is the people from these two shows, because that
Yes,
is
of course.
what made Rhode Island Broadcast thrive lately, especially lately. Ever
Mhm.
since we lost Facebook, it's been going
Mhm.
the other direction, and it's actually been a blessing. So thank you, Mark, for screwing us so badly,
Yeah, right.
because it's actually helping us.
Totally. When you realize that there's more out there than Facebook, then
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, and the discovery was Rumble, really. I
Yeah,
mean, the
totally.
Rumble numbers since June, I mean, July has been outstanding. So I wanted to thank people, and of course, first and foremost from this show, Kenny, who's been with me since day one of Rhode Island Broadcasting.
Aw.
So he's always been there.
Danny boy.
And of course you, because you're basically you're me in Canada.
That's true. Tell him Ron, everybody.
So I mean, without you, I probably wouldn't be doing this every day.
Fair.
We wouldn't have any of the people that are with us, to be honest with you, because I think you got every single one of them.
Fair.
So I have to thank you, of course, and everything that you do, hosting and everything, and just
Aw,
doing everything. I
you're
have to
welcome.
thank you.
I love it.
So
You're welcome.
I also want to thank all the other hosts: Chuck, Kyle, Sharon, Luana, JJ, Ira, Lena, and JP. That is the order of the days that they go in, so I put them in that order. It wasn't anybody, being slighted. Oh, somebody's last or whatever.
Yeah.
It's the order of the shows. I also want to thank my co-host of Sports Unfolded.
Yeah,
Eric. I mean, I wouldn't probably be doing this if we didn't do Sports Unfolded right out of the gate.
Yeah, of course.
So we aired a movie first on Rhode Island Broadcasting, and then we aired Sports Unfolded.
Okay, awesome.
So right out of the gate, Eric, thank you for everything. And I also want to thank the other Eric on the wrestling show. I mean, the kid's a little quirky, but
I love it.
He does a really good job. He does a good job.
Chuck said he needed to watch that because he's a WWF fan. So,
and he should, because he's quirky. I mean, he's got the ticks going and all kinds of things going, and but the kid does a pretty good job. And I thank him for being on there. Used to be 4 people on that show, and they all kind of abandoned. And they basically screwed him over. So, and one was Mr. Tony.
Oh, shocking!
Yeah, big shock, right?
He just ghosted. Shocking! I'm so surprised.
Yeah. All right. So then I want to thank David, who is on Just for Kicks.
Oh, okay. Forgot about him.
And he has all the tie-ins to Rhode Island soccer. He's the president of the Rhode Island Soccer Association.
Oh, wow.
And he spends 1 day a week on the show. And I thank him for that, because it's actually made my knowledge of soccer much better.
Mm-hmm.
And I pay attention to everything now. So I want to thank him. And I want to thank also Bethany, who's on Holy Shift Balls.
Right.
She's a little nutty, but it's very entertaining.
Yes.
It's very entertaining. So I want to thank her as well. Now, we also have a bunch of third-party shows, not counting like yours and Chuck's and all of them, but I want to recognize It Doesn't Matter podcast. Those guys are pretty awesome. They have a good wrestling show as well. They do pretty well. I want to thank Angela at Why Right. It's a pretty decent show. She does a good job. It's an author. If you like books, watch it.
I do.
If you don't like reading and books and stuff like that, it's not for you.
Fair. Okay.
It's fair, right? But she's good at what she does.
Very cool.
Skeptic Metaphysicians, Will and Karen, they've been with me almost from the beginning as well. So I've been airing that show. That show always gets good views, and it's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. If you like the metaphysical world, that's a great show. I swear by all the shows we have, whatever they're about, what they do a great job. It might not be. I'm not a wrestling fan. Not a wrestling fan.
Fair.
But what they do is they do a good job.
Fair.
Also, a guy named Pablo, who, we've been airing every couple of weeks. I put a new episode on. Pretty funny. It's a good little 5 to 7 minutes. A God Named Pablo. It's very silly. Yeah, it's a web series, and we air a new episode every couple of weeks. on Mondays, and it's pretty funny, you know, home, homemade kind of thing that has some good value to it. It's pretty humorous. So, and of course, Haunting Live.
Haunting
They
life.
they interview people that doing paranormal stuff. So if you're interested in the paranormal, that's a great show to watch. Trevor does a great job that, and I also want to thank like Fatfoot Films, Long Sought Productions, Robert Eisenberg for his movie, and Button Productions, and all the other movies that we've aired on the show on the channel. You gotta watch them because there is some fantastic stuff there. I love the comedies. We just aired There's a Ghost in the Bathroom. Oh my god, one of the best. It's one of the best. It's like a 7-minute short film comedy. It is absolutely hilarious. We just aired it Saturday. Oh my god. We just aired it Saturday on Rumble. We had
Okay.
it already on YouTube. So,
Oh, okay.
oh my god,
I'll
it
be
is so
watching.
funny. I love it. I love
Okay.
it. And
I'll
I don't
go
want to
watch.
spoil it for you. You just got to see it. 7 minutes. Take 7 minutes.
7 minutes.
Watch it.
It's 7 minutes. Yeah, exactly.
So, so I want to thank all those shows and all the movies and even the music, all the musicians, like Raw Thesis and the whole bit, Letters to Jenny, all of them fantastic. And I want to thank all of them. I'm almost done. Almost.
Like winning an
My
award show.
my events that I go to on like Sundays, I want to thank all of them,
Hmm.
all my board gamers,
Aw.
because they've been I've known most of them for a while now. Andrew, Nicole, Stu, Dan, Priscilla, Josh, Don, Jason, Gary, and Corky, and Gayleen, and
I'm
Holly.
actually shocked to hear women's name in that. So,
It's not like Monopoly.
mm-hmm.
It's not that kind of stuff.
Is it like
It's
Dungeons and Dragons?
I mean, there are games that kind of a theme, but there's all kinds of themes to these.
Oh, cool.
I've been playing a lot of Forest Shuffle, and it has animals, and you have trees, and you got to put the animals around the trees and stuff like that, and it's really
Interesting.
fun. It's nice, you know. Um, so there's all kinds of things, but I wanted to thank them. I can't go without thanking the super fans, especially Danny, who's not here
Well,
right now.
Danny, where are you at?
You're missing Becky. So Danny, James, who watches Sports Unfolded all the time, um, Jake, who randomly watches shows throughout the week.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Dro, he's been a new viewer for the sports show, and he's been participating, in all the things that we do throughout the show. So, want to thank those and everybody else that watches the show.
Mm-hmm.
You know, take the time. I know there's people watching right now. There's a ton of people watching right now. Throw some comments down there. Be part of the community. And of course, my close personal friends, Lisette, Ray, Evan, and Dawn.
Of
Just
course.
thank you for being there. Those are
Yeah.
I have
Thank you for
4
being a
friends
friend.
that
Thank
are
you for
like
being
friends.
a friend.
And then there's a whole bunch of people that I've, since Facebook, I've lost contact with.
Mm.
So Saria, Lindsay, Lou, Cheryl, Sue, lost contact with all of them. So hopefully can find them again in somewhere down the line. So that's
Mm.
that's basically what I'm thankful for. All the people, right?
Sounds awesome.
And I'm still alive too. So I got to thank that.
Yes, this is true.
Still alive.
Love it. That's a good
So
list. That's a lot of good stuff to be thankful for today.
yeah, I figured I'd do that. It's like the people that I talk to every day. on the show. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it doesn't get much better than that,
Yeah,
you know? So, I don't know.
it's a good one. That's a great
Yeah.
list.
See, I substituted that for my top 5 list.
Hey, that's all right. Do your top 5 tomorrow.
Yeah, I probably will.
Well, we've got only a couple minutes left here, so let's transition to our last topic. Once again, me lecturing everybody. So this time, instead
Yeah,
of
you're
the
scaring us. That's what you did. I mean, now I'm not doing that colonoscopy. I'm not doing it. There's no way.
well, maybe
1
you
in
want to have a
1250 is
drink after this.
it's too low.
Yeah,
That's not
risky.
good odds.
How about this? 10 shocking truths about alcohol that you may or may not know. And this is another article I came across. So we all know that liver is affected when you drink, right? And I see it when I have my clients come in. I said to my client yesterday, I had a repeat guy, and I said, "Oh, your liver looks really good." He goes, "Well, I stopped drinking." He goes, "Do you think that would do it?" It was like night and day difference from the last 6 months that I hadn't seen him.
I haven't had a drink since the first week of August.
Oh, good for you. See, everyone is sober curious now, thanks to JJ and her
Yeah.
sober curious topics. Same. I've had 3 drinks since May.
Hasn't changed my life.
You're right. Same.
At least, not socially or anything. It hasn't changed anything. I'm still doing the same things that I always do.
I'm still a delight sober.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. I am too.
So whether it's beer, wine, vodka, whatever, because some people go, "Oh, well, it's vodka, it's better for you." No, your liver processes it all as poison. Premium alcohol still damages your liver the same way that cheap booze does. So I know a lot of people that say that. No, I only drink the quality. I don't drink that cheap stuff, blah, blah, blah. No,
it might be different from, in some other facets of your body, but I'm not sure that there's any that are different.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe with food quality, premium food compared to junk food. Yeah, totally different.
Right.
Did you know that it takes your body 48 hours to recover fully from one night of drinking? The foggy feeling on day 2, still the alcohol. So a lot of people, like when we were young, you just, whatever, we always feel foggy. But like when you're an adult, I hear so many people say, I can't handle these 2-day hangovers. Yeah.
Well, I don't get hangovers.
Yeah, you were saying
but
that.
You do feel sluggish.
Yeah, you. If I'm on the verge,
is absolutely the alcohol.
If I'm on the verge of getting a cold, if I have a night of drinking, I'm getting that cold because it just drops your immune
I'm
system.
the opposite.
Oh, it cures you.
Look, if I feel like I'm getting sick, I used to just go and get a shot of Jack Daniels, and then I would feel great the next day.
That's shocking.
I would not get sick. Like
That's
a cold?
wild.
No, gone.
Weird. Yeah,
Whatever.
not me. If for any of my working out friends out there, alcohol kills your gains. So one session can actually reduce muscle protein synthesis by up to 37%.
Oh, man.
It also increases cortisol and decreases testosterone. So you ever see a guy with like big old boobies on him? Maybe he drinks a lot. Maybe he eats junk. Maybe, well, I don't know. Maybe he eats.
Well, so it kills testosterone.
Yeah.
That's why you have people like Doug Flutie and Frank Thomas promoting that drink there that people take for testosterone. I don't remember what it was. But they're athletes, and they're like, "Oh, and she'll be glad you took it too."
Ew.
It's like, oh my God, come on.
You're 100. Get out of here. That's funny. Do you know that when you drink alcohol, you're actually drinking liquid sugar? A night of drinking can equal 1,000 plus empty calories. Plus, alcohol makes you crave junk for days after.
Yeah.
This is why, like, McDonald's never tasted so good after a night of drinking.
Yeah.
Right? Like that next
why
morning.
People go to Taco Bell, all of it.
Yes, because it never tasted so good. It actually rewires your brain's reward system. So alcohol hijacks your dopamine pathways, making normal activities seem less enjoyable. This is why, for some people, life feels dull without a drink. That's why I always said for the last 10 years, my girlfriend would be like, you never drink when we go out. Why don't you do that? And I'd be like, because I'm a delight sober. That's why. So now that she's like, married and has kids and stuff, she's like,
Yeah.
I really don't like drinking. And I'm like, you don't say. What do you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's, I was never like a huge drinker,
Yeah.
like, lately, like if I go out with friends, it's like maybe one or two
Yeah.
drinks.
Yeah.
Like I'm never like,
Casual. Yeah.
going full tilt, I used to when I was younger,
Yeah.
but that was, oh, let's go party, yeah. And you
Yeah.
go into the clubs and, that I get. I get. I never get so intoxicated I don't know what I'm doing.
That's fair. I sometimes would.
Not gonna happen.
Not anymore, but I have for sure in the past.
Yeah.
There's also something called the tolerance trap. So you know how you think like, oh, I drank more, therefore I can handle more. But that's actually not the case at all. It means that your body is under more stress to process this. Now, I will tell you, I did the blood, like I do live blood analysis. I did the blood of somebody I know close to me who drinks, is a significant drinker. The amount of degenerative organisms in their blood was wild. And I was like, you need to stop drinking. I'm like, look how your body is breaking down. And I showed them all of these degenerative bits. And I'm like, this is literally your like decomposition in your body. These are decomposers. So they have since gone sober, and I would be interested in seeing their blood again. But do you know that blackouts, I have friends that black out every time they drink, but blackouts are actually little mini brain injuries. So when you can't remember last night, it's because your brain literally stopped recording. This is a sign of acute neurological damage.
Wow.
I've never blacked out, luckily. But my friends, they'd be like, what happened last night? I'm like, how do you not remember? But yeah, crazy. It steals your mornings, as we know. It kills it. But the most productive hours of your life are actually the mornings, and they're being wasted on hangovers. Imagine what you could be doing if you weren't laying in bed rotting. Honestly, look how much work you get done in the morning.
No, I was never like that though. Like I used to boy, what I used to do when I was younger. I used to go out, with a friend of mine on Friday and Saturday nights, and I made a lot of money when I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
And I would spend $100 a night on booze, and that's back in the 80s and 90s.
Right. When it cost like $2 for a beer.
Right.
Jeez.
Right. So I had a lot of drinks, and I'd still go home for 2:00 in the morning, right? Maybe, because sometimes, we got something to eat, whether it's Denny's or whatever.
Yes, of course.
Got something to eat, and then go home, still wake up and get to work by 7 a.m.
Yuck. It is so hard on the body. It is so tough.
I used to do it without any problems. I would never be able to do that now.
No.
That would be insane.
Not. No, none of us could. Do you know that being alcohol free is actually a little bit of a superpower? So 30 days alcohol free, which you and I both are, is you get better sleep, clearer thinking, more money, and zero regrets. Most people who quit.
Why am I not benefiting from it then?
Well, you probably
have less money. I have no sleep.
Well, you're choosing to do all these extra things here.
Oh, doing something.
I know. And finally, this is the last point, that social anxiety gets worse when you drink. Using alcohol for confidence creates a cycle that increases baseline anxiety. So you become more dependent on feeling normal in social situations by having that alcohol crutch.
So needing a couple of drinks to go sing karaoke is not a good thing.
I mean, karaoke is different. Karaoke is tough. I feel the same way. You get a couple drinks, you don't care. But like going to
I'm not going up there till I have at least 2.
And I think I feel that. I feel that for sure.
And then I think I sing just like Prince.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm not saying people don't have drinks at all. I'm saying use your judgment. If it's becoming a crutch for you, if it's wasting your mornings, if you're spending all your money, if you feel disgusting, just know that it's because alcohol is really hard on the body and there's other things that you could be doing instead, like drinking water, going for a walk, deep breathing, reading a book, you know?
Yeah.
Meh. Anyways, that's it. That's it for my
I don't
lecture
have time
today.
to read a book. I have no time for that. You
That's
know?
fine.
And
Well, you have
so it's
Thursday
like,
off.
even when I'm watching a movie, I have to be doing something else.
Yeah, because you've wired your brain to need constant stimulation. So I'm also trying this, leaving my phone in my bedroom while I watch a show. It's tough though. I end up falling asleep every time, but
Ooh.
that's okay. Oh well.
Yeah, you know,
Anyways,
but I don't. Now that I mentioned it, yesterday my phone was dead, so I had to plug it in, and my charger is in my room, so I plugged it in, and I went, and then I started getting tired,
right?
and I almost fell asleep
Hmm,
watching. What was I watching? I don't even remember what I was watching yesterday.
must
But I
have been.
almost fell asleep during it, and then I don't know. I ended up waking up, and then I couldn't get back to sleep at all.
Of course. It's all about training your body how to do it again. I'm trying to go to bed by 9:30. It never happens. I'm in bed by midnight.
9:30.
It's good
I
for
ha-
the adrenal system.
I don't 12:30 the earliest.
Yeah. I know. It's really bad for your body though. But
It is.
anyways, enough lectures from me today. This is the end of our show. Be back tomorrow. It's Kyle and Luana and a little bit of Ron just popping his head in for a top 5. And then we are going to be off until Saturday. So everybody,
Yes.
from me, enjoy your holiday. Enjoy your time with family. Be thankful for everything that life has thrown your way. And
Absolutely.
enjoy your shopping on Friday. So that's pretty exciting. And
It
now
is.
it's the countdown to Christmas. So this is exciting.
Yeah, I don't go anywhere on Friday.
Yeah,
There's no way
I
I'm going
online
out
shop on Fridays.
there. Online. Exactly.
All right, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Happy Thanksgiving. And we will see you for me next week.
All right. Have a good day, everybody.